All right, people. So, as we wait here, I'm going to start my my new series. Okay, so of course, people who haven't started, who've missed the live stream, I'm going to start my new series called The Stock Clown. Now, listen, people. What I'm about to tell you, or a story that I'm going to share with you, it's not a joke, people. It's really the truth here, and it all starts back right here in April. So back here in April, all right, people, there's a fellow that I'm going to call the Stock Clown. Now, the Stock Clown follows the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames. His name is John the Stock Clown. Now, true story, people. John the Stock Clown, all right, people? He was making fun of people, Apple, saying, quickly buy here, people. Well, not using the people. Guys, it's cheap. Cheap here. He's saying it's cheap, meaning that it's not cheap. It's a high flyer, okay? And so they were short really back here in the 140 area, right back in March. And of course it went higher, so they add. Then it came back for them, still going to be holding, right? And then it goes up higher and they add, and so on and so forth, right? And to this day, Apple is much higher. From the short at 140. They've added and averaged and whatever you want to name it, but this is what the Stock Clown will say to you. It says, listen, guys, we own shares. We have time. We can wait years for the high flyer to come in. They all come in. Never mind that guy Stock Power Trick or Trade has made dozens of great winning Apple plans, especially the one where 150% gains just recently. Easily anybody could get into. Forget about that guy. We want to hold the positions short and be wrong for months and months on end. Everybody can be wrong. Anyways, people, I hope you enjoyed that Apple story. But yeah, people, we got in this day over here, and boom, big gains. Now, I didn't hold all the way up here, but what I'm getting at is that those options, no matter how you want to spin it, when they confirmed over here on October the 26th from my October the 20th, October 25th plan, we made big gains. Unlike those who were short, like the Stock Clown, we made gains. Yes, we did, people. Power trade style. Yeah. We don't guess. We don't assume. We plan. Capiche, people? We don't guess. Nah, forget about listen, guys. Forget about. Oh, sorry, guys. Story. The Stock Clown wants to talk. Guys. Stock Clown John here. Listen, guys. Forget about Power Trick or Trade. Why listen to this guy? This guy makes these great plans, and you make money. Who cares about him? Short. The high flyer. It's coming in, guys. We've been short since 140. I don't care that it's 30 points against me. Forget about it. Yeah, well, yeah, he is a stock. Well, the new name is a stock, but it's a true story. No joke of a lie, people. No joke of a lie. Guys, my name's the Stock Clown John. Listen, we're holding the shares short. Short, I tell you. We're holding shares. We don't. It's not options, people. Well, guys, and I got people, that's Power Trick or Trade. Forget about him. Listen to me, Stock Clown John. Forget about Power Trick or Trade, who makes great detailed plans that anybody can get into, no matter what size account they have. Forget about him. Follow me, where you need to buy expensive shares and hold and be wrong for months on end. Yeah! Guys, it's the way to go. The high flyers that come in, they always do. Maybe Apple will come in one of these days. My targets were 120, people. I was telling people to get short Apple right in the 140s. It's a high flyer, people. Forget about now that's over here. Yeah. All right, people. Enough of the high flyer. Now that a lot of people are coming in, anybody want to talk about some of the stock plans or some questions here about the stocks? Power Trick or Trade. Power Trick or Trades here, people. Go ahead, ask the questions. Let's see here. Am I holding a Tesla through earnings? No. Tesla was a reversal play. Let's put up Tesla, people. And you know, this is the fact of the matter. I mean, I got messages, but you know, the thing of the matter is that, you know, I talked about a reversal, and you know, it didn't want to move. It was tight over here, and then boom, it came. Now, I made a plan, right? And we made money. You know, we didn't hold shares short. Is it? Yeah, sure. It's too late to get into to Tesla now. That's you know, it's risky now. Don't worry about that, Jacqueline. There's other plans. Power Trick Trade always brings out the winning plans. You know, just shorted Netflix, making some nice dollar bills in very easily. Anybody could have went into those. Actually, my average was much lower, but you know, I decided to post it, and even from the higher average, still it made money very easily. You know, if you know what to trade it. Now, listen, people. Let's put up Netflix here. Listen, people. Listen very carefully. I'm going to put Netflix up here. Now, unlike the stock clown, you know, Power Trick Trade isn't going to fight the market. Listen to me. In my thing, if this was to go above, well, let's say 197.87, do you think Power Trick Trade is going to fight the market on Netflix? I just think that Netflix, due to the bad news, could pull back to 193. But if it doesn't act the way I want, you know, not smooth enough, I'm going to take some profits, but I'm not going to fight the market. I'm not going to be wrong 20, 30, 40 points like the stock clown. No, forget that, people. No. I like to make money. You know, I like to make dollar bills, people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be... I'm not holding the options. I'm holding shares for Apple. For options, I made my money in Apple. Huge gains in the Apple plan that I just posted on October the 25th. Baldwin. You know what I mean, people? You know, it's not like you know. Let's put up the Apple plan and compare that to the stock clown. I mean, come on, people. I mean, you know, I have to put the realization. No. Apple. All right, now listen. This is the entry day right here. It was very slow. Boom, we got paid right over here. Boom, right? Power Trick Trade style with plans, detailed plans. Anybody could have got into those options, right? Didn't have to hold shares. You know, right away, boom, right away, making money. Because you know this was an earnings play, right? We didn't have time to wait around for 5 months, 6 months like the stock clown to be wrong. We had to make money right away. You made 5K in Baldwin, but Baldwin, man, you know, how come you don't want to listen to the stock clown? You know what I mean? You made 5K. Isn't that horrible? You made 5K on my plan. You know, horrible. You know, my advice is horrible, Baldwin. Why listen to me? You made 5K. You could have made $0 listening to the stock clown. What's wrong with you, Baldwin? What's wrong with you, Baldwin? Why did you listen to me, Baldwin? Why did you make 5K? Why aren't you losing money instead, listening to the stock clown, being short? You know what I'm saying, Baldwin? Why listen to Power Trick Trade, putting plan after winning plan on the stream, JPM and so on and so forth? Although JPM has pulled back, but JPM did give us the gains. Make money, get stopped out. Oh well, move on forward, right? This is how it goes, right? But we want to make monies. We don't want to guess the market, people. We don't want to fight the market. We want to work with the market. You know, like I said, I kind of study what the market wants to do. Can I understand what the market's trying to do? And if I can, we're going to take the plan, we're going to take the action, we're going to take the money. We're going to make some money. If something doesn't want to work out, we're not going to fight. We're going to take our losses quickly and move on to the next great winning trade. Because, you know, Power Trick Trade does post better than 80% wins most of the time. Because I understand real direction. Just like the SPY, IWN, since October the 5th, since October the 14th, what has the market been doing? Been going higher, and Apple's been going higher. It's been a lot of great things. Yeah, AAPL? Sure, I'll talk about AAPL. So listen, people, you know, Power Trick Trade knows how to short, knows how to go long, knows how to do it all, people. Just like Netflix, I demonstrated. No 20-point stop of Power Trick Trade, like the stock clown, 20-point stop. No! Power Trick Trade puts a plan that anyone can get into. But no, don't listen to me. Go follow the stock clown, have a 20, 30-point stop, buy shares, you know, have your money tied up. Yeah, that's the way to go, people. Yeah. So listen, what I'm saying is I'm looking for this to crack some power through 46, and I posted a plan. Because I think they're going to come test these lows. Now, if we don't get the power, because this is fall, they did slow it down. They might want to relax it, and they may not. This thing will just keep, you know, falling. If they want to pull it up, the key is we need some power. We want to wait to see whether they're going to want to base this. But this looks like something good that honestly, even though this is okay, look at the thing about this stock here is even though it's no close to oversold, it's been oversold in the past and only fallen faster. It's a stock that can fall. Okay, and don't forget that when it cracked the 200 back there. Now this is not the only reason. It's just that this is lining up with a lot of things that I'm looking at. But if we look at the history, this was close to being over. This was oversold over here and still collapsed. So oversold for AAPL, AAL means nothing. But again, they might want to relax it. I really don't know, and I don't really care. I'm looking for confirmation. Do you think I'm going to fight the market, people? No. PowerTarget trade doesn't want to be wrong 20, 30 points like the stock clown. You don't want to be like that, the stock clown people. Now, people who missed the stock clown story, you can check the stock clown story in the beginning of my video. Yeah, sure Tesla can squeeze higher tomorrow. You know, right now I'm in a good position with Tesla. And if it doesn't want to squeeze higher, we don't have time because there's earnings, right? So you don't want to be stuck in earnings with TSLA. But TSLA did work, you know. It did pretty good with the options that I recommended, right? You know, they made about 50% at some point in time, or close to that, anyways. But on expensive options, you know, not these little cheapy options. So those are just as powerful. Making 50% on an expensive option is just the same as making 500% on those little cheapies. Because there's way more risk in when you're buying 100 on 200 options. If it goes against you a little bit, right? You can't hold. You have no power to hold. You have no direction. You have nothing. You know, you can't make the big. You can make a lot of dollars on buying more expensive options and buying less of them, if the plan is good, right? The key is the plan, people. You don't want to guess. You don't want to assume. You want to plan. Yes, Sam, M4JS. Yeah, I mean, you know, people wanted to doubt it, but PowerTarget Trade delivered again. You know, a plan, no guessing, and I posted it on my stream, and I backed it up many times on my stream, saying, look at when Tesla was down, I said, look at everything's okay as long as we hold 318. Well, we did hold 318, and we did squeeze higher, just like PowerTarget Trade said. This is skillful people. No guessing, no assuming, just the facts. And then I posted some more detailed numbers, and of course Tesla held the numbers and went higher again. People, this is the facts. This is not Stock Clown Anonymous here, you know what I mean? I'm not like the stock clown here. I post the detailed facts. I don't post the stuff in my private Twitter. I post the facts of details, and I prove it. When the stock clown posts the stuff, he just posts losers, and they keep losing. Like being wrong BA, telling people to short BA since 240. Oh yeah, it's true. And BA's still up there, people. Still wrong. The stock clown. Yeah. But forget about listening to PowerTarget Trade. No. After I post winning after winning after winning plan. It's very easy to see on my stream. Actually, Stock Clown asked me to post the things. Been doing that months on end. Win. Told the Stock Clown, thanks for telling me to post the confirmation. Listen, whether I post the confirmation trades or not, my detailed plans are the facts. They tell they tell how it is, people. Yeah, that's how it is, people. AAPL. You know, Stock Clown, all he does is post guessing. You know, guys, it can go this way, it can go that way, it can go this way and go that way. Apple, if it takes out the 10, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't even listen to his own baloney. Doesn't even he hasn't been able to post any videos because he doesn't know what to say anymore. He knows that since the market's higher, he should be going long, but you know what? Can't do it because it's too high. It's a high flyer, so he's just sitting and waiting and being wrong, you know, instead of making money. Yeah, BA has to confirm, Jacqueline. BA is a plan I'm watching. Okay, now you know BA is a plan I'm watching here. Okay. It's a plan I'm watching, and we got to confirm that 161 level. Now, there are other levels I'm watching, but right now, that's as it stands. I'm still waiting for the confirmation. You know what? The more they want to base this stock, the better it is. However, we don't want to guess. We don't want to assume. We want confirmation in BA. Okay, people. So until BA confirms, it's really, you know, I'm not in this right now. I'm looking to get in it. Same with, oh, by the way, IBM. You know what? I pay attention to this one. I like this one. Check out my IBM plan. IBM, people, I like IBM. However, we gotta wait for confirmation. If we get a power move through 156, like I explained in my video, then you wanna look to enter with those calls. Now, the calls are in the video, so I suggest you listen to the video because the video explains the facts. You know what I'm saying, people? Don't forget, people, always like the stream. I might be doing a live stream tomorrow on Wednesday. This one will be a short live stream. I don't feel like making I won't be making any videos. I posted a plan for AAL. I think if if that one wants to come down, that one is a stock that probably doesn't want to participate with the market, and will go lower. There are stocks that are going up or down, but I mean, we're not going to fight AAL. If AAL doesn't want to cooperate, but history shows that AAL, when you crack that 200-day moving average, she goes lower. And I mean, I'm talking about my simply testing the 43. You never know. Not only do they test 43, they may crack it, but there's definitely possibility. Of course, we're waiting for confirmation. If they want to flip this up and they want to channel it around, I don't want to bother with AAL. AAL has to confirm. If it doesn't confirm, forget about it, would you please? Anybody else have anything to talk about? No, I was supposed to talk AAL, BA. Netflix, people, example. I'll give you an example. So look at it, people. You know what? I made a plan about Netflix, okay? And Netflix couldn't confirm on this day. Now, do you see me fighting it? In fact, because of the news and the action, I actually posted a put plan, short term, right? But the fact of the matter is that if it doesn't want to work, I'm not going to fight it. It's just that it seems to me that nothing has changed, and for them to be able to test 193 to 190 area, it doesn't seem there's no reason for it not to. It doesn't mean that it has to. There's just no reason. I already made money in this. I have a very low what's it called, entry level. But even from what I posted, anybody taking my advice made money, boom, right off the bat. Right? It's very clear. You can check out the timestamps and on my stream, and I mean, it doesn't matter whether you had $500 in your account or $2,000 in your account or you could have made money following PowerTarget Trade's advice. Now, if you had followed the stock clown, you gotta have you better have 30, 40, 50, $60,000 to be wrong with and be in the hole, 60 grand in your account. Yeah, that's the kind of trade. If you want to follow, that's a great trader to follow, stock clown. Hey, are you out of those put? No, not of Netflix puts. It never. I will if it gets above that number I talked about. I don't know. Win to me is in a chop zone. I'm a watch win. It's not the best setup. Basically we made great gains in Apple. I'm watching for BA. Okay, basically whatever I'm posting, I'm really watching those right now. In fact, I'm also be watching for Caterpillar. I think, I'll be honest with you people, like I said, unlike the stock clown who's shorting this stock, I believe this stock's going to go higher, just like BA. And of course, we're waiting for a confirmation on it. You know what I'm saying, people? I think this needs some time, but as it's relaxed, this one definitely wants to go higher as well, Caterpillar. Of course, we're going to wait for confirmation. I made a great winning plan way back here in September, and it's been bang on right all the way up to here. Although I never held it all the way up to here, point was the direction of going long, and I made a very detailed plan back in September, and the options actually made 300% gains in 1 month, holding just holding them. Not that there was also a double. I never did the double play, but there was a double play in Caterpillar. Easily 400% gains going long Caterpillar. The high flyer, going long this high flyer, you would make just killer money. And still, if you look at this high flyer, it's still flying high in the air, nice and strong, hardly giving back its gains, people. Let's ask yourself a question. It was a high flyer over here, right? Let's think about this here. High flyer at 131, right? But how come the high flyer after earnings is still high flying and doing well at 135.80? I wonder what's going on with this high flyer. It's not dropping, it's not falling. It's kind of just gradually setting up to want to go higher. I'm going to make a plan for this. I got, Nvidia's made a big move already. Expedia dropped already, so Expedia dropped a lot, so there's no plan for that. Shop is a garbage stock that I don't trade because it trades with options. It doesn't trade well with options. So, and again, none of these stocks I'm really focusing on. Though Nvidia's did very, very well. I had a plan a while ago for Nvidia, and of course Nvidia is much higher since I talked about that plan. Again, correct for months on end, unlike the stock clown who's wrong the opposite direction. It means stocks are going higher as he's short lower. Wrong for months on end. All right, people. Enough of that fun. But this is true. I'm not lying here. No jokes aside, you know. As I told the stock clown if he wants to go plan for plan, post him. But he's always chicken to try to compete against me. I told him we'll set it all up. Stock clown chicken, because he has no chance of prayer against Power Trigger Trade. No chance. Plan for plan, no chance. No chance. I do it all the time. It's very well documented on my stream. So, there to him. Yeah. Any other questions, people? Caterpillar, let's put up the great apple. Oh man, I tell you, I'm pretty sure people, there was a lot of smiles on people's faces who went long Power Trigger Trade's plan here. People were bearish Apple. Why is it now people are bullish Apple? Follow what I'm getting at, people. People don't know their stuff. People don't know nothing. Yeah, happy Halloween. People don't know their stuff, people. You know what I'm saying, people? What do they know, people? They know nothing. You know, now they're bullish. Sure, they're bullish. The stock's flying in the air. Now they're bullish. But they weren't bullish over here. Now, Power Trigger Trade had a plan. I talked about the chop. Then we couldn't confirm, but we confirmed. What happened, people? We confirmed on the 26th. All documented. Plus, I made a video that shows it, people. It's not like it's all documented from the option price to the confirmation to the, and you could see it with your own eyes, the true facts. It's clear as a bell, beyond anything I've ever seen in my life. People show spreadsheets of numbers and this, but they don't show entries. And could you have held it? You could very clearly see how it was very easy to hold my plans. Very easy to see, people. That's the facts. Power Trigger Trade wins. Baba Baidu seems good too. No, Baba Baidu, Baba maybe, but Baba's moved a lot. Baidu is dropped a lot and it needs time to build patterns. Maybe Baidu was a good short, but right now I don't like anything about those stocks. Baba or Baidu, I don't like them. It's Chinese stocks aren't my thing. Twitter? Oh, Twitter is good. You know, Twitter is it just needs some tights moved a lot. Let's put up Twitter. We can talk about Twitter. Baba, good to short. I don't know. You know, if you see, for something to qualify as a short, I have to find. Yeah. See, the nice thing about Twitter, people, is that I like this. So what's happening is it's going to pattern. And you know, this thing here, in my opinion, is going to go and test these highs over here. It's just a matter of time now. You know, let this thing. It's made a great move. Let it consolidate. But Twitter is back, and Twitter could be a stock that can go higher. Apple put after earning drop. You know, I have no idea what's Apple going to do. So I don't going to buy Apple put. In fact, if Apple was to drop, if you ask me, David, I'd be happy. Why? Because I know that Apple's going to go up, right? If Apple was to drop, now I don't know whether it's going to drop, right? But if it was to drop, it's not like a big deal to me. I'm not holding any options right now. I'm looking to go long Apple if we don't drop, you know. But if we drop, I'm even looking to go long as well. So I don't guess around, David. You know, that sounds like stock clown type of you know, kind of analysis. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the stock clown would think like that because he just thinks one way, right? It's going to drop. How do you know it's going to drop, right? You know, if you know the future, just bet your whole house, sell your house and bet the future on it. You know what I'm saying, David Yang? We don't know the future, but what we do is we want a strategy. So Power Trigger Trade, I talk about strategies, confirmation numbers. I don't guess or assume or anything. It's all about strategy with me. Right? If you want to be successful, you need a strategy. You need to find low risk, high reward entry points, like I've demonstrated with Netflix today. Yeah, this Netflix thing is a short-term thing. You know, it may not work for all I know. You know, it depends how well they hold below that key number. It should work, but you know what, Lee, I'm not going to fight it. I think Netflix can pull back. You know, and it's given enough signals and proof to me. But if it was to snap back I'm not going to fight. I'll just take small profits or small losses and move on from Netflix. But if Netflix wants to fall forward, keep falling, which it should, I'm going to make some more dollar bills in Netflix. This is the reality here with Netflix. And I'm not going to fight the it's all about strategies, people. Strategy and being correct within 1 to 2 points. Now, given a stock like Tesla, you got to give it more room, like 5 points, like a Google, 5 points. But I don't need 20 to 30 points. In fact, if I was the stock clown for something like Google, you'd probably need about a 500 to 100 point stop to be correct based on his analysis skills. All right, people, because he's not wrong, and even if it's 30, 40 points against him because he's in shares, he says, right? So to me, it doesn't matter. If something's going against you a lot, right? If it's going against you, you're losing money. End of story, right? At least with options, what you can do is you cut your losses quickly and move on to the next winning trade. Like having your money free for Apple. Instead of being short Apple, we went long Apple with options, making money, not guessing like the stock clown who guesses over and over again. And even his videos are all about guesses. If it does this, it's going to go there. If it does that, even if it does that, he doesn't back it up and say, hey, look where he wouldn't even go into his own words. That's the truth. For reality, if the stock's going higher, the market's going higher, bookie won't. Stock clown won't look for it. He won't look for it. Because it's a high flyer, right? He's one-sided. Doesn't matter that he says that he quotes Jesse Livermore. He's one-sided. Short. End of story. Doesn't matter that the high flyer keeps rising higher and higher and higher. Like that. But believe it or not, WYNN people. Yeah, Lulu we hold. Lulu we hold still. It's been looking good, but they won't bring in a FedEx, pulled back a lot. But made nice profits. I got stopped out of FedEx. I'm looking for a re-entry in there, but I mean, it did do well. We pulled back too much, and when something pulls back, you get stopped out. You move on, right? But FedEx making nice profits. I made great profits in FedEx. Lulu, I made great profits in Lulu on the first rise. The second rise still holding losses in Lulu, but it's holding supports. It's looking good for a setup. It could still pop higher, so I'm holding for the pop possible higher. If not, and I got time still with those options, and it could change it just like that. How do I start? Well, that there's so many variables on stops, but one thing is if something's going against, here's a quick tip. If something making you a lot of money, like you're up 100%, what you do is you take at least 50% of the profits and you hold some runners, and then your runners, for example, you put a stop maybe a little bit above your break-even point or small profits. That way, if you do get stopped out from a great plan, you at least you still have gains. And again, those are a lot of variables. Okay, that a service. If I was doing a full-blown service, I would provide so many tactics. But what I'm providing is showing you that I make a lot of great detailed plans that you can get into, and if you know how to manage your money a bit, you can make great money, especially like Apple. See, Apple was a very quick, easy thing to do. You didn't need to worry about stops. So you got to learn about the difference between powerful breakouts and crappy breakouts. Now, Apple was a strong breakout. Even JPM, strong breakouts, but when the breakouts pull back too much, people, common sense is you got to learn, you got to figure out where to take your thing, right? Some people don't know how to get out, right? But the fact of the matter is you have to have the right direction, and you have to manage your money. You got a good money management skills. I mean, that's another mastery of mine. Right? There's a lot to master. If you want to make money in the market, you don't want to be a guesser. You want to be a strong planner, and this is what I demonstrate: plan after winning, plan after winning, plan on my stream. Does everything win? Of course not. But doesn't have to. What we want to do is we want to control our losses and keep our gain and make maximum gains. Like for example, AAPL. No one talks about. People cry about making a 50% loss, but what about when you make 150% or 200% gain? You got to think about this, Papa. Think about it logically. PowerTarget Trade tells you the facts, people. Think about what I'm talking about logically. All right. So great questions, but PowerTarget Trade answers it with power. A lot of winning plans with that. Now, I'll give you an example, people. You know what? we went into this plan on Apple and it didn't work out. I'll give you an example. And what did I do? Around this day, I talked about a 160. You know what I'm saying, people? And I took small profits. I knew Apple was going higher. Like you can see, Apple went higher, right? But all of a sudden, some baloney happens. But something was wrong with the price action. Some news came out, and now everyone's bearish. Do you want to know when this day happened? Now, I talked about a gold thing, but I never could confirm. You know, the one thing about me is I talked about levels. Apple has to do this or do that, and if we do, and it never could confirm what I said to the downside. So I made updates how we're chopping, and then I look for this looks to go like this day here. I started making long plans. We couldn't confirm, and then we confirmed. Then I made a long plan over here, and we confirmed right here. And then boom, we're over here. So we won here and we won here. At least 200% gains within these two trades could have been. Of course, if someone held all this, you're looking at astronomical gains of 250, 300% gains. That's with Power Trigger Trade, people. Power Trigger Trade plans, Power Trigger Trade everything. All on my documented stream. Beautiful for you to see. For those who want to learn and open their mind to the truth, to the facts. It's documented right on my stream, in my YouTube video, and I mean YouTube stream. And make sure people, you subscribe. You're watching. You haven't subscribed. You subscribe to the channel. Study my created playlist. You're going to see the true power. Okay. No one's done these things. No one's made these created playlists so detailed like me. The videos walk you step by step of the facts. And if you use your eyes and your mind, you can see the truth. If you don't want to work, if you don't want to study the facts, the truth, you'll never drink the red wine and be happy making dollar bills with Power Trigger Trade Sandro. All right, people. Because my skills are going on. Look I made a reversal plan. You know, I have reversal plans. Did that with Goldman Sachs. Huge move in Goldman Sachs. When Goldman Sachs, you know what? We'll talk about Goldman Sachs. But this is true stories, people. You know, and anybody who's been following me long term, they know this facts, right? You know, I talked about when this was going down. I talked about a reversal plan. It's going to go to 225. Boom, 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 boom. 225. We go. A few days later. Right? And the stops were tight. As long as we hold below, and I even posted that on my stream. Power Trigger Trade tells it how it is. You don't need 10, 15 million point stops with Power Trigger Trade. No, I don't make plans. Sal, you know, plan has to come in. If I don't see a plan, these plans aren't made up. They have to come in. They have to fit my criteria, my thing. Let me take a look at Guild. Yeah, you know, I would have to look at the stock. I mean, there's something that could happen with the stock, but you know, like I say, you know, there's so many things that are happening, people, that you know, what I try to do is focus on the high probability, right? You know, everybody, for example, somebody asked me about PayPal. You know, so far PayPal hasn't done anything. You know. But I talked about it as looks good. What I try to look for is not just that a stock can go up or down, but where's the confirmation, and where can we get in, you know, and can it make money? And of course, you know, like for example, the Apple plan or the JPM plan or the FedEx plan, they all made money, people, but they were all planned and thought out, right? And they did so in a short period of time, you know. Oh, X has been long gone. Has been you know, out of that a long time ago. X is finito. That's what X is. X is garbage right now. You know, when it failed to hold my entry point, that's a. I mean, for me, X was small profits. I broke even and moved on from X. I'm very quick to move, and as you can see, you know, X is lower. Now, did I expect it to go lower? But I mean, it could have been a great short, right? But I did not plan to short this, and you know, this has just gone lower. But great gains in Apple. Posted, documented, detailed perfectly in my stream. Anyone studying the videos took the confirmation, boom, made money. It was this day made it a joke. You know, you could have even got a better, and you know what? The average entry was 2.50. Do you know these options have hit over 1K, $1,000 per option? You heard that right, people. 400% gain for some people. Some people I know had an average of $250 per option. This is Power Trigger Trade, people. So you talk about all those gains you could have made holding Apple. Now, I didn't expect Apple to make such a run, but Apple's been so strong that it's so easy to hold. to make great gains. But you know what? I'm happy with the gains I made in Apple, and I'm sure a lot of people are happy. I was correct like a laser beam. Perfect. We avoided all this chop, people. We went in and we caught all this. We caught this move too. Power trick or trade, people. Power trick or trade. Not stock clown. Guessing clown. Wrong clown. Well, that's good. That's good for X. Still down for me, but you know, X may just chop around. I couldn't care less about X right now. If I see something I like about it, I mean, I have better setups to look for that I want to get into. You know, there's just better stocks. Like I like IBM on confirmation. I like BA because big picture. I mean, I talked about Microsoft right now. Microsoft, whatever, but you know, isn't Microsoft a lot higher? Well, sure is. Right? It just wasn't smooth, but it's a lot higher. I was on the right direction, right? And like I said, most of my plans, I got the big picture. Most of them. Some things the markets change, and you have to change it with the market. Yeah, CRM rocked. Good for you. For you. I didn't hold that CRM. Glad if you held it. Good for you. I did not hold it. Had no patience for CRM, but yeah, it worked. You know, a lot of my stuff works, people, and even though I give up on it, it still works because it's power trick or trade, people. What do you think this is here? This is a stock clown here. Stock clown John? No. It's power trick or trade Sandro, people. The real deal. The guy who posts powerful digital plans. Person who helps you make money if you just study and listen to what I say. Intel moved a lot, man. What's there to look at? Intel moved a lot. I mean, you know, I think it needs some time. You know, if I see a good plan for Intel, I'll look for it. But it moved a lot. I don't. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, yeah. Forget about AMD. AMD sucks. You know. AMD is junk. That's what AMD is. Junk. See? Look at it. Junk. AMD. You know, that's the only thing the stock clown can get right, that it goes down. But it is junky, right? I mean, don't even think he was shorted this either. The stock clown. AAPL. No, but AMD is junk. You know, pretty much. Is AMD a good short now? I don't know. It's, for me, if you shorted it a while ago, you know, like I said, I don't catch everything, you know. What I do is dial it down to high probable plans that we can get into. Everything I do, it's about, I look back at your videos and you have talked about Apple many times. Of course I did. But it has to confirm, Patrick. If, you know, Apple, my last Apple plan, which finally confirmed, which was on October the 25th, because, see, unlike the stock clown, when I post a plan, it has to confirm. What the stock clown doesn't understand is that it doesn't matter that I say something's positive or negative. We still need to confirm it. I don't want to fight the market, and I suggest you don't fight it either, right? So my opinion is, what does the market say? The boss. What does the boss say? And if I could, and I like to read the boss, and if the boss says we're going higher, I want to go with the boss. But if I see the boss doesn't make sense, or there's some craziness, and there's the two big sides, the big money and the two big monies. There's a stupid big money and the smart big money. Okay, now these two are at it. These two big monies are at things, right? And I want to follow the smart big money. The smart big money always wins. You know, the stupid big money loses a lot. Sometimes the stupid money is good, makes a lot of money too, and they're right, but they're wrong more often than not. They're like kind of like the stock clown, wrong a lot, and right very. They're right. They are right sometimes, or they go bankrupt, but they're right. They're right very few times, but the smart money are right higher percentages, 80% of the time, we'll say. Much like power trick or trade, yours truly. You know what I'm saying, people? Yeah, Netflix is weak, but again, you know what? Like I say, Patrick, if Netflix was to go above that 187, you think I'm going to fight? You think I'm going to be like the stock clown and keep holding? No, I'm going to exit it and move on. I just think that Netflix can go quickly to test 193, and you never know. They might just do better than what I say and crack the 190, but I'm not going to fight it. All right? I'm going to take, if I don't like the action, I'm going to take the profits and run. Right now, it looks good. Of course, I'm not going to hold Tesla, Patrick. No, Patrick, Tesla was an earnings run play that made some money, right? It's all it was, just an earnings run play. You know, they run it up, and for all we know, you know, they might drop it only to run it again. So you know what? I don't care. Of course, I'm done with Tesla. Yeah. I'm making my profits and run. It's a short-term plan. What do you think what do you think when you're using November '03 calls, right? Those are weekly calls. Do you think I'm holding like long-term? It's a short-term plan. I held for a few days though. I was losing money in Tesla at one point. Oh, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I was losing some money. But I held my plan. I reaffirmed the key numbers on my stream. And lo and behold, PowerTarget, boom, 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 correct again. within actually 3 to 4 points. The Tesla swings. You need more of a room for Tesla, but it's Tesla. Tesla, you have to know this. Your stock. Every stock has a characteristics you got to know. Most stocks, 1 to 2 points stop is good. Like as you see with Netflix, I was correct by 0. It was 0 when it's 0 again. Once it cracked 1, listen, Patrick. Let's look at Netflix and the intelligence of PowerTarget, right? This is what the stock clown can do, right? So as soon as we broke that 196.56, they took this lower. You could see they went as low as 195.22. I sold, took some profits. See where the resistance was? I buy some more puts, and I have a lower, what's it called, a lower entry point. This is what I did anyways, because you can hear me talking about the resistance, and you could see the profits you could have made, right? You can always buy. You have to know what to look for, right? Netflix fluctuates, so I know this stock very well, so I know what to do with it, right? I mean, just like we made great gains, people. PowerTarget right out of the gate. Didn't have to worry about a stop. Have a boom, also zoom, 300% gains, right? Then, since then, we even had a reversal plan right on this day over here. Avavum. Weekly options made money if you held them. Greater than 100% gains. Didn't hold them, but they did. I was correct, and that's the big deal. Unlike the stock clown, wrong for months on ends, right? Been short Apple since 140. He's been telling people, guys, Apple's high flyer. I see it coming into 120. The guy's a stock clown. Apple may not see 120 in years from now. It may take it may take 5 or 6 years from now before it sees 120. For all I know. I don't want to guess like the stock clown. I just know that Apple's going higher, big picture. Apple's going much higher, 200 plus dollars per share. What's the stock clown going to say then? I can't wait for that. I can roast that guy for forever. What a clown that guy is on stuff like BA and WYN. It goes on and on and on the list. When it comes to stocks that really count, he has the zero-sum skill. Zero-sum skill. Well, X, I told people to sell that who asked me for X. I mean, so if X goes against your position, you just get out of it, right? A good plan doesn't go against you; it'll just go right for you. Yeah, well, low again. This is how it goes with low, right? I mean, I got out of low. I was looking for re-entry. I never bothered with low again. It's too slow of a stock for me. So it happens, you're going to go in stuff, you make plans and they just don't materialize. So me, I take small profits and move on, and I go into new plans, right? Again, for me to manage every little thing for people, right? That's more of what's it called? What do they call it? AAPL. That's more of I can't think of the word right now. A service, right? Although most of my plans make great winning gains, right? Majority, right? Which if you take the good ones, and you got to maintain. You got to. This is how it goes, right? I mean, I don't let things go against me. Simple rule of thumb: a good trade will go like Apple. It went boom, ba boom, really quickly. And you don't have to worry about stops. It was just impossible to lose money. When stocks are funny like X gave you many times. Let's put up X. I'll give you an example. So for me, this is what I'm trying to get at here. So X goes up, they pull back, right? I sold and took profits this day, but X went up again, right? Now if a person doesn't take profits here, say, you know what, I don't like this. I see this action, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. I don't like this action. I decided to take profits and move on. But it gave you a chance. So say you didn't get out here, right? Like I did. It gave you a chance again over here, especially on this day as it pulled back. So this kind of action is not typical of a breakout stock. This is too much problem. I just take profits and move on. There you go, Patrick. There is a thing. Now, of course, you wish you listened to me about Apple, but that's the problem, right? Because that's the problem, people. You want to listen. I don't post that many plans, but it's very manageable, right? It's very manageable for the majority, right? But this Apple plan, it surely made up for a break even in X by a million miles. You follow what I'm getting at, people? One good trade, here, listen carefully, people. One good power trigger trade, it destroys any little losses from ones that don't work out. And you gotta learn how to take small profits or a small break even, small losses, and move on when the action doesn't seem right. Because a power trigger trade, if you study my system and my good plans, it becomes very clear you're in a winner. And when one's kind of wishy-washy, just like low is wishy-washy, same kind of baloney action like X. It made me. I was making money. I was making money, but it pulled back to my. I just got sick and tired of it, and just took profits and moved on. But it could have kept going. People, why'd you sell? But it didn't. Then people complain when if it was to go up, people complain. If it goes up, if it goes down, people. You can never win, right? You can never win on that aspect of it. But what I can do is explain it to you. Like, think about what I just said there. What I just said is gold. Go take a look at low and see how many times it did go in the direction but pulled back, and realize you have to make decisions when stocks are playing around like that. Now, a strong breakout play makes it very easy. You gotta know your characteristic of a stock. Okay, so if your characteristic of a stock its performance is lackluster, like Tesla. They were grinding. They couldn't push it lower, but I was surprised that it took them as long as it did to go up higher. But they keep holding support, so I just said, you know what, I'm going to hold it, and if we fail support, oh well, I'm going to have to take a loss and move forward. But lo and behold, my system rules prevailed again, and power trigger trade wins again in Tesla. Power trigger trade, people. Yes, Patrick, lots of opportunities with options, but you need a good plan. Yes, Derek's, thanks for thinking. It's pretty clear on my stream about me being, one of the best out there. I don't think many people could honestly, Derek's or anybody listening to me, listen. I post very few plans, and here's what most people services can't do. They can't post winning plans within a small selection. They need 20 to 30 ideas. I'm serious. I'm telling you right now, 20. Of course they're gonna. So look, we won here, but how many doesn't win? How many losses and how many are? You have no idea, people. On my stream, I demonstrate one thing: high wins within a small selection and manageable plans, people. And I do this over and over and over again. It's all on my stream, all documented. It's very clear to see for somebody who wants to open their eyes to the truth. Yeah, I know. The leaps went up a lot. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so some people bought those leaps. So the leaps, they give you time to hold through the all the instability. But however, those November calls were more of a short-term thing, but they made great gains too. But they were also more affordable for a lot of people. Paying $250 per option, it's a lot less expensive than buying something that costs $700, $800 per option, right? But that, even though one gives you time. And don't forget now, the earnings are going to be a factor on those earnings. So, for example, if Apple decides to want to rally up higher, the guy in the leaps is still making more money. But at the same time, you still got that risk of the downside with the leaps. But still, the leaps give you time to make money. So it depends where you bought the leaps. If you bought the leaps in the cheap area, which is the $6 area, then you're laughing no matter what, right? Most likely, you'll still make money no matter what Apple does, Patrick. So it's a timing thing. Yeah, well, Patrick, that's something I'm working on, because what I'm doing, it's still a lot better than what a lot of people are doing out there, right? But You know, my live streams are going to help. Like if someone comes to my live streams, I give some tips. Now, whether you want to listen to the tips and think about what I'm saying and study what I'm saying, that is up to the individual. But I'm telling you the truth. There is a certain feel. If you watch, if you get into, or even if you study every plan and see the ones that work versus the ones that don't, there's a feel to the ones that work. There's a certain smooth action. You know, like Netflix, for example, today, shorting that short was easy. But at the same time, you notice I put a stop. I actually put a stop in it. I said, look at people, if it goes above that number, you know, we'll get out. But it never did, right? And so it was easy to hold, right? You know, what I can do is give a few quick tips like that. I think I can put in like that. Yeah, you do. You don't wanna go too big on any plan, Patrick. You wanna divide up the plans. You know why? Because sometimes things don't work out. You have to take a small loss, and then you can go into the next winner. Like think about it, Patrick. If you went into Apple, okay, how much would you have made? Yeah, you made good money in the FedEx plan. That's right. Yeah, FedEx was good. You made a lot of money in FedEx, of course. I mean, it did pretty good, but now they backed it off a lot, right? So I'm out of that and looking to re-enter, or I'm looking at other plans now. You know what I mean? Like FedEx pulled back too much, right? Do you think I'm going to hold it and let all my money fall? No, it pulled back too much. I got stopped out. I'm just giving an example, and I took the rest of my profits and ran. Now, if I didn't do that. Now, sometimes when you do that strategy that I'm telling you, you're missing profits. I wonder why it does that. Show. FedEx, JPM, CRM. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, great grains in these plans, people. And they were easy for people. They were documented, entry, confirmation, and everything. Unlike the stock clown with no confirmation, just guessing and just throwing out statements that he did this and he did that. Trust me, he has no skill. I was even in a plan that he was in with Home Depot, and I advised him to hold this position. He said I was nuts. Meanwhile, the stock went even higher. He could have made hundreds of % gains. The guy has no skill. Guy has no chance against PowerTarget trade. He's a stock clown. That's why I gave him the name stock clown. No chance. No chance against plan for plan. No chance. No chance. I clean him out. Put him out of business completely. He's too chicken. Too chicken to go post plan for plan. Come on, I told the stock clown. Come on, let's do it. Let's show everybody. It'll be fun. Everyone will enjoy it. Watching you get destroyed by the PowerTarget trade with solid, detailed plans, where people can actually make money. Anybody can. Whether you have $1 million account or you have a $10,000 account or $5,000 account, people can make money following PowerTarget trade because my stuff's the best. End of story. That's the facts. Stock clown. PowerTarget trade says it how it is. Detail after winning detailed plans, posted confirmation. I don't even have to do that, but I did it. I've been doing it for months and months and months. And it's been showing right in, and detailed videos showing it all. It's all timestamped. That's the thing about stock too. It timestamps everything. I got nothing to hide. I know what I'm talking about. I'm PowerTarget trade. The best. System's getting better. I'm competent. I'm very confident in myself. I see what other people are doing. I see what they're doing. I see they cannot match up against PowerTarget trade. You know, J&J, I'm watching. You know, Caterpillar. Like I said, I'm watching these stocks for plans. I'm going to be making plans. I'm going to make a plan for Caterpillar too. BA. I already made a plan for BA, so watch out for BA. And of course IBM. I like IBM, Patrick, but on confirmation. Right now, if it doesn't want to confirm, you know what I say to IBM. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen. I don't fight the market, right? We want to wait for confirmation, right? We don't want to be like the stock clown, you know, shorting Apple since 140 and being wrong for months on end. You know what I'm saying, people? No. Because when he shorted when the stock clown shorted Apple at 140, his plan was it to go to 120 to fill the gap. No kidding of a lie. Because I know this. He was telling people, you know, once I started making him look like a fool, he told me not to block him, but he blocked me, right? Because he knows that he could never beat me. He had no chance against PowerTarget trade. And it all started with Win, people. I'll tell you the stock clown story quickly here with Win. No word of a lie. As you can see, we're in is 147. No word of a lie, people. This all began with the stock clown right here, right around 106, where the stock clown shorted at 106 and added at 108 and so on. And said, wait for it. And to this day, stock clown is wrong, Win. But he said, you know what, guys? He says, guys, it's not options. I'm in shares. We can wait for it. You know, he doesn't want to put it through his thick skull that you're wrong by 20 points. Anybody can be wrong, can be right by 20 points and say eventually it goes down. But I don't want to hold something and be wrong. Who's going to hold? Unless, even if you, I gave a common sense story. Say you're a guy with a big account. Do you, and you're shorting Win on Stock Clown's advice, 1,000 shares. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, $1 million account guy wants to short Win on 1,000 shares. Okay, this thing is going against him like 20,000, 20K, and hasn't made him a dime in look how many months. I'm sorry to say, but that guy don't want to wait months. Power Trigger trade plans, we make monies in days. We don't have to wait months for the high flyer to come in, but the high flyer don't get it. So, anyways, I mean the well, I'm in Netflix right now. I'm in half of my Tesla, half a Tesla, not all of it, half a Tesla. Well, $1,000, Patrick, isn't a lot of money. You want more than that with options, and if you're going to go with $1,000, you can't go in. You can't even go with more than you cannot go with more than one contract. If you do, you want at least $3,000, and you don't want to. And if you have $3,000, you do not want to. You do not want to go in more than well, more than two, anyways. Honestly, no more than two. And you need if you have 3,000, you also don't want to go. You don't want to go into options that cost more than $2 a piece. Right? If in reality, or you're asking for trouble. I mean, you're because you can't handle anything. Like, I mean, nothing's 100%, right? Like I said, I'm gonna answer a very important question to people. Think about this very logically, people. If anybody could be 100%, let me ask you something now. Just think about this now, right? But we don't need to be 100%. But if I'm 100% certain that Apple is going to be to 169 in 3 days from now, well, I'd be buying houses. If I could do that, people, I'd be richer than I would clean out the whole market. If I knew for sure that Apple was going to go to 169 in 3 days from now, that's what I mean by future, right? Nobody knows the future. What I did do is I have a strategy with key targets. This is the big difference. Strategy that's almost like crystal ball, but nothing is 100%. No, I just directional trade. I'm a directional trader. Straddles for people who have no clue what they're doing. Very low skilled are the straddle option players. Very low skilled. Unlike Power Trigger trade, these straddle people have very low skill. Great, Robert. You made 70% gains. Yeah. So you got up, yeah, you know, 70% gains. Well, which options for? Because I mean, it depends. You know, like 70% gains depends on which kind of options. It was the expensive options. 50% gains were huge gains, right? Because they were not cheap options. You know, you know what I'm saying, Robert? The ones that I got into were $460, right? And then they hit a high of about 740 so far, right? Although it was going against us temporarily, very little though, you know, less than a point. But it went for us more. It went for us more than it went against. As you can see, Robert, Tesla went for us 12 points versus maybe 3 points against. That's the difference of Power Trigger trade, you know. I got the direction, the real direction. Unlike the high stock clown, aka high flyer, you know, John the stock clown. You know, Power Trigger trade, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, people? It's documented on my stream. But people making money, you know, thanking me all the time, sending me messages. I like making solid plans. Like I go into my own plans, people. Like every plan I make, I have this, I want to make money, just like you. Do you think I want to lose? Yeah. Oh, you averaged in. Oh, okay. You averaged, Robert. Yeah. I don't like averaging, but you average. That's fine. You averaged that's why. You bought a little cheaper. You did cheaper. But I'm going by based on that entry level, you know. if sometimes you can do that if you know how to average and all that stuff. It depends on the situation. Don't forget, when you average, you could have lost more money if it didn't work. But my plan was solid. The reversal plan, you trusted. I guess you really trusted my reversal. Because that what this Tesla trade is kind of, it had the same characteristics, but I called it type 2 reversal plan. Type 2. This depends, Patel. That depends. There's too many variables. What you need to do, Swap Nil, Patel, is you need to study my stream, check out my created playlist, and you can figure that out. Or listen to my stream a little bit backwards. You made 60% on Tesla calls today, but I only have. It doesn't matter. But so what? You made money, Patrick. What are you complaining about, right? It doesn't matter. Yeah, $100. You made a couple hundred. But that's great. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. You study swap nil, and you listen to this. Go into my video. I've talked about it. I don't want to talk about it again. But if you go into this live stream, swap nil, you'll hear me talking about that. There's just a lot of variables. You got to understand one thing, people. Trading is a high profession. The highest profession in the world is trader. Okay, that's what, to me, I think it's the highest profession in the world, because all the big money comes to the market, and you have to have the best skills. PowerTarget trade, I have the best skills, people. That's why I'm demonstrating it right now. If you don't want to listen to my advice, a guy with lots of experience, with tons of pain, the people who succeed the most, the people who suffered, lost tons of money. That's who succeeds. Pain makes you strong. If you're a spoiled brat, you have no skill, right? You wouldn't know what to do in the market. You would lose money. You wouldn't care, right? But when you suffer and you lose money, you become intensified. You want to be the best. PowerTarget trade. That's what I'm about. And I demonstrated. I had the stock clown mock me and say this, and I prove him wrong all the time. But then I asked the stock clown, "Let's go. Come on, face me, plan for plan on the streams." Stock clown runs for his life, dear life, making excuses. So I'm a roast him in my streams as the stocks keep rising higher, like Apple and BA and Wayne. I'm going to keep roasting the stock clown and educating people of not to be like the stock clown, aka high flyer. Who's a bitter person, very bitter, evil, bitter person that can never admit he's wrong. And a lot of people hate him and would love to see me beat him up in a boxing match. Boom, 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 PowerTarget trade, smashing him in pieces. Oh, a lot of people would love it if they would only know that the stock twits, they would know, they would just come from all the people he's made upset, as he complains how people say, "Hey, how come you're wrong, this and that and that and that, and we're in the water for 30, 40 points on positions. Oh, it's okay, guys, it's shares, we're not in options. The high flyers will come in, just wait for it." This is the thing, wait for it. That's his slogan, wait for it. Yeah. Check out the BAIBM, people. Listen, swap nil. Listen. I tell everybody, you've got to listen to my words, word for word. Every time I make a plan, listen to me carefully, people. Every time I make a plan, my intention is for us to make money. I want to go into my own plans. That's the difference between me and power. That's the difference between me and services. I actually want to go into my plan. That's why you see so little plans I post. I'm actually going in and out of my own plans, in and out of plans. Making money, taking money off, moving into the next plan, waiting for it to confirm. It's a constant, but it's all very manageable for most people to get in. People with a $3,000 account can make money with PowerTarget trade. If you have a $100,000 account, you make money with PowerTarget trade. It doesn't matter. My system is scalable, and that's why I'm the best on PowerTarget trade, people. PowerTarget trade. The name means something. Every day I'm more confident. Short, long, I could do it all. PowerTarget trade. People, there's stuff you guys don't even see I'm working on. There's stuff I'm working on. I'm getting too good, too skillful. Look what I did with. Look how I timed Netflix. Didn't even go 1% against the person. Whoever listened to me, boom, made money right away, right out of the gate. PowerTarget trade. They don't need 20-point stops like the stock clown. No, you don't need 20-point stop like a stock clown. No. I'm reasonable, people, right? But like I said, don't expect to win all the time, right? But don't matter. You take the good. You listen. You follow. You start my stream. You break up your trades. You're gonna make money because PowerTarget trade's making money. You're gonna make money just like PowerTarget trade. But if you don't study my videos every night, and people aren't doing that, Not everybody's doing that. That's too bad for them. The ones who do, they are laughing to the bank. Power Trick or Trade style. That's right, Patrick. You followed the stock clown and you've lost money. You know, like I said, you know, I told the stock clown, come to my live stream. You're going to see. People know you're coming to my live stream. Tell people, you know, the stock clown, you know, and see how many people would want me to rip him apart in my live stream. You know, because the fact of the matter is I told him, listen, let's post the plans, man. Don't hide in the shadows. Let's post the plans. He makes excuses. He runs for his life. He just makes excuses. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. He won't face me on the stream like a professional. He wants to be a child, a baby. So I'm going to rip him. And I think it's funny. It's educational to tell people there are people like this. They think they're highly skilled, but they suck. They suck. Yeah, you limit your losses, man. Oh, his right, Patrick. His losses are unlimited. He thinks everybody can hold losers like him. And that's why people, there's a lot of people who rip his ass. They rip him. Fa-foom, rip him. I know they do. I know there's people ripping. That's why he always has to, he always has people giving him crap all the time on the stream. Because he sucks. Of course small accounts can. You'll get killed with following his advice to small. But Power Trick or Trade, you can make your account to a big account. Small to big. Small to big. But you can't go big. Listen, if you have a small account and you go all in, come on now, people. You got to be realistic, man. Listen, nothing's 100%. Power Trick or Trade never says everything's 100%. But if we have a strategic plan, and we're winning 8 out of 10 times, and they're big wins in the 8 out of 10 times, within a small selection of your odds improve dramatically. And I keep telling this to people. I keep telling this to people. You know, just listen to me speak. You know I'm speaking the truth, people. Look at the SPY. You know, I talked about the SPY going higher. I had a plan right over here. SPY didn't stay still higher. Stock clown couldn't make a plan. Couldn't have numbers. Look at this. Even this day here, we didn't even break that 254 level. Made money again going long. Anyone who decided to go long on support at 254, laughing to the bank a few days later. Power Trick or Trade, people. Power Trick or Trade. Come on, man. Stock clown can't do these things. Can't do these plans. You know, what did I say about the SPY? I said, as long as the SPY holds above 254 and we break above 255.50, we can test 257 to 259. Well, let's look at that high here. We practically tested one of my targets and we're getting there. Slowly, we're getting there. Are we holding support still? Yes, we are. SPY wants to go higher. Right? Now, what's going to help Apple go? I mean, what's going to help SPY go higher? Apple goes higher, right? What could pull back the SPY? You know, Apple could pull back the SPY if Apple was to baloney sell off a little bit. I'm just saying. No, I'm not in the SPY. I didn't go in SPY options, but swap nil. If you did, you made money. What I'm getting at is I actually gave advice to someone to go long the SPY. I did it in my stream, and I showed them the options, and they made money, guaranteed. What his total running losses are at the moment. Oh, he's probably got a couple of 100,000 in losses, Chen Wing, the stock clown. Easy. Oh, for sure. The way he does things. And of course, he always talks about small. But what about 1,000? I tell him, go in 1,000 shares per your plan. The guy can't do that, right? That's what rich people want. People with $1 million accounts, they don't want to go in with little baby amounts. They want to go with some. You can't listen to his advice with thousands of shares. You can't. You get killed. You get crushed. You get smashed, especially when. Ask yourself a question, people. WYNN. Again, I'm no word of a lie now. Everybody can figure that out. You know, wrong from 106. And to this day, I mean, I had messaged him months ago. He was still short, and he told me his average was WYNN was 126 the average. So this means that the stock clown, he shorted here at right here at 106, then added at 108, and then added over here at 116, and then added up here in the 125 to have his average at 123. Now, even from being wrong after all these months wrong, it's still going against him between March and May. To this day, he's wrong, the stock clown. End of story, stock clown. You're finito. And I told him, I'm going to be able to roast you for the rest of the year, especially with Apple. You're going to be roasted with Apple, roasted with Win, roasted with BA. In fact, I already roasted him. No matter if these stocks come in, the guy's been wrong 20, 30 points. I told him. I told anybody, listen, if you have a 20, 30 point stop, I think anybody can do what he's doing. Simply, all you got to do is look for the monthly time frames to be stretched, and just pick a little bit of weakness, and then say short. And you can do the same thing, and then have a 30-point stop. You can do the same thing like the stock clown. Same shit. No skill. But you got to have a 20, 30-point stop. You'll be just as good as him. You want to compete with the stock clown people? Just do that with your stream. You just put shorts up like him, and just look for stretch stocks like him. Just follow with it, and just put you put a short when he goes short higher at higher prices, and then have a 30-point stop. 20, 30-point stop, right? Then you're okay. You'll be like him, a superstar like him. Never wrong. If that's what you want to be, by all means, people. Anyways, people, let's talk about some fun facts. I mean, I love roasting the guy. It's so much fun. I think a lot of people are laughing. I bet you any people, they come to my stream to laugh about me talking about the stock clown. They just love it. They probably want this guy punched out. Stock clown. I'm going to roast him on my stream. Every time I see him wrong, I'm going to roast him. Just roast him on the stocks, on what he's really can't admit. If you would just say, you know what, I'm wrong, you're right, and move on, but the guy will never admit it, right? So you know what, I'm going to roast the guy. Everybody knows he's wrong, but I'm going to roast him because he's never wrong, eh? But he's wrong. See, he's never wrong, the stock clown, but he's wrong. It's an irony. It's a funny thing, but it's true. When Apple was over here, all the guy did was make an Apple plan. Nobody watched the video, and he guessed. Apple can go. He guessed that it was going to go down, actually, and he guessed wrong again. And again, Apple took off. The guy's a clown. But I made a plan that people could make money in. I mean, I made great money in it. I know a lot of people made great money in my Apple plan. Or if they said, "Damn, I wish I listened. I wish I studied. I missed the Apple trade. Boy, I better study PowerTarget trade." This is how it goes, people. But it's all documented. I made a video to show every proof, every step, every word that I said. Documented, posted, time-stamped. PowerTarget trade. Anybody listening to my style, anybody listening to me, anybody studying my videos, they know the truth. It's the lazy bums that don't know nothing. If you're lazy, you don't want to know capisce, you don't want to study, too bad for you. Poor you. Too bad. Lazy people, I don't want. I want the smart, intelligent people who say, "Oh my God, I found gold, found PowerTarget trade. This guy posts gold. This is insane, man. A person like this exists. Insane, man. Everybody's wrong. They have to post 20, 30 plans to get something close to right as this guy. Holy mackerel! The people who understand, who have their eyes open, not sleeping at the wheel, understand that. I know this. Can I gloat? Sure, I can gloat. I gloat because it's true. PowerTarget trade can gloat. It's true. PowerTarget trade, very confident in the visionary line system, in my strategy, in the scans, everything I do. It's beyond the skill of most. Beyond, people. Capisce beyond what beyond means? Beyond the skills. Can't do it. I know a lot of services out there, they have to post 20, 30 ideas. Of course they're going to be write some stuff, but they're not even in their own plans, people. PowerTarget trade goes into his own plans. All of them. Majority of the time. Sometimes if too many things are working, I don't have enough room sometimes, right? It happens. You can be in too many things. And I just don't want to go into them all. But most of the time I'm able to because we're confirming, making money, I'm able to get out and then I run into something else and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying, people? It's all manageable. Most people can go in and out and make money with my system. I mean, look at Apple. It's only been, how long has it been from this entry? 4 days. 4 days of solid gains. You got to be taking some profits, right? So you got money now, right? Then you can take money from Apple and go into a new plan. Maybe taking a little bit of a Netflix short. You follow what I'm getting, people? And already making money in that too. I called it. Right? Now, look at PowerTarget trade was bullish. We don't confirm. I read the news. I see what the market's saying. And it says, you know what, they might want to pull this a little bit lower. It's still bullish. I mean, big deal. If Netflix was to go to 193, big deal. 190, but for options we can make good money. But it's not a big deal. Like, this stock is so strong, it's so high in the air, unlike that it can afford a pullback, but it's still not bearish. It's just that this is a short-term thing. I think it's going to chop around. Now, this short may not work that well, but it doesn't want to work. It should work smoothly. Okay, it should be something I'm looking to be out of Netflix within tomorrow or tomorrow or a thing. I'm going to hold this Netflix for long. A couple of days, I get my money that I want. I get out. I'm going into a new plan. I like the AAPL plan, short. That has a longer time frame to it. Makes some quick money there. Market could want to pull back a bit. Why not go with the weak stocks like Netflix? Right? Netflix is weak right now, temporarily. Don't forget, Apple has run a lot, so any little pullback in Apple will definitely put pressure on Netflix, right? Apple moved a lot, so Apple can afford to pull back $1. It's run. Look at this move. This is a monstrous move, people. This destroyed my targets. This was such a monstrous move, and I was so strongly correct. It just went boom, boom, boom. I mean, it succeeded my targets by by over 4 points. I was happy over here on this day, and it goes up again, people. This is PowerTarget trade making detailed plans. Not like, you think the stock clown could do something like this? The guy's still short over here. He probably went short over here. He probably short over here. High flyer, guys. Let's short this. Wrong again. Stock flyer, high flyer, stock clown. I just love it, people. I'm sure a lot of people are there laughing when I talk about these stories. But people, it's the truth. I'm not lying here. It may be funny, but it's the truth, people. Now, if you want to participate, people, you want to open up a a YouTube account so you can participate. You want to study my videos. You want to open up a YouTube. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You found gold. If you're just watching and you're new, subscribe. Don't forget, people, like the stream, because the live stream, I can help people with some reasonable questions, point you in the right direction, put your mind in the right spot. Hearing me say it directly to you after asking me a question, it's worth its weight in gold, people. That's the facts, people. PowerTarget trade, too damn correct. That's simple as that, people. Too damn correct. And it's going to be that way and continue to be that way. I study this stuff all the time. PowerTarget trade, I'm at these charts 50 hours a week. You want to compete against that? With tons of experience, tons of the good and the bad, not just the good, eh? To be successful, you got to go through the good and the bad. And I can tell you stories about that, good and bad. If you learn from the bad stuff, that's why I created something called the Visionary Line System and made all these different, criterias to minimize losses and maximize gains. Because nothing's 100%. And everybody who doesn't want to understand, there's no perfect thing, but almost what I'm doing is by light years ahead of majority out there. I'm telling you, nobody. I'm ahead of. If they're looking at MACD, I don't look at MACD. I don't make my decisions. I use indicators depending on the situation, okay? But it's not based on indicators. It's based on the price pattern, action, volume patterns, candlesticks, visionary lines, my experience, time frame alignment, lots of different things, okay? The scans, and it's beyond indicators. Indicators are just tools. A lot of people who just, MACD is doing, no. It's got nothing to do with MACD for me. It's got to do with much more than that. A lot more things have to line up than a MACD. Again, the scans, the way I narrow it down to the highest probability, right? Sure, I'm not getting into everything that moves. We don't need to. We need to get into whatever can make us 100% gains. I'm looking to make 100% gains in options majority of the time. Okay. Sometimes we're going to get the 150, the 200% gainers, like we did with Apple, right? Or Netflix, right? Don't forget, people, Netflix, right? Here's the facts, people. This is the facts. PowerTarget trade. Right? Made a plan here. October the 4th, confirmed on this day, made over 100% gains, made 300% gains in 2 days. Done with the options. Kaboom. We're on. We made our money, avoided all this. Earnings came out, we avoided this. Got in here on a reversal. Sorry, this day here. Stock starts to make some money, pulls back, and end of the week, wins. PowerTarget trade, correct. Right? Then I made a plan, people. Didn't want to confirm the plan, right? If you go listen to my Netflix plan, we did not break above 201 with any type of volume. And if we didn't have the volume, we had a base above it. So if you go listen to my plan, we never confirmed. So we don't enter. We don't enter. And then all of a sudden you see PowerTarget Trade post up a bearish plan. But it's very short, it's very tight leashed. Because people, PowerTarget Trade, I adapt. I told you, adaptive. Adaptive technology. When I see there's an issue, I adapt. I decided just because of the things had gone up a lot, there wasn't really, and I said, you know what, let me make some money in this Netflix. That looks like it's an easy short for 100% gains. And so far, so good. I mean, I made some good gains in this already. But if it decides to go, it decides to act in a way I don't like, we don't start falling smooth enough, we go against a little bit. Some key numbers that I explained. I think I'm going to argue with Netflix. I'm a vamoose from that. Take my small gains or small losses, if that's what it ends up. I mean, if it was to charge up the other way, don't think so. I think it's just going to drop. High probability it's going to want to go to 193 minimum, even 190, and I'll be laughing to the bank if it does that, right? But if it doesn't, guess what, people? I know the risks. I know the risks. I get out, move on, go into my next winning plan. No big deal. We don't want to be wrong for months on end, right? You know, two scenarios for Netflix. Either they're going to pull it back or they're going to chop it around. Well, I'm not going to stick around for them to chop it. I can't wait around with I got to be, when I'm accurate, I mean, I'm pretty accurate. I did make money already going with the puts in Netflix. So we made money long here as well, and making money to the short side. Now, if the short side works, I will have two great long ideas and a short trade. 3 wins. 2 directions up and down. Destroyed the stock clown. Anyone could have gotten to these plans, made money. Who study my stream, follow, understand me, who trust me. Money for sure. I know. So people, if you want to, participate, you have to have an account so you can type questions. You don't want to be just watching. You can't learn anything by, well, you can learn by watching, but you want to if you have a question that's reasonable for me to answer, or I can either direct you to where to find the answer, or answer you the question, right? Capisce? Comprende, people? But you have to have an account. Right? You gotta have. You can't participate without an account, right? A YouTube account. You have to be logged. You have to have a YouTube account. Throat's getting sore here, or dry. Yeah. All right, people. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be going to. People. When I make live streams, you want to be ready to ask questions. How do you decide on volume for confirmation? Well, you know what? That's a good question. That's experience, and I look at the situation of the stock, right? That occurs. You don't need to know that. Whatever I tell you is good enough, Sankar. Because the experience I have, unless you're studying with me and investing to work one-on-one with me, you don't. My plans are. You need to learn one thing, Sankar. You need to be able to listen to what I'm saying and study my videos. If you can't understand what I'm saying in the videos, then you're not studying hard enough, right? If you cannot listen to my instructions, you're going to fail in the markets. Believe me, my instructions are they have psychology built in, they have safety built in, and my life. All these things are to help my followers make money in the market. If you don't put the effort or the work to even be able to take what I'm saying in the videos, you can figure out stuff yourself if you study, if you think about things. You can really figure it out by studying, right? But you don't need to. You can take my word for it, because it's a lot of, even though I'm explaining everything, you still have to use your brain a little bit. I think I'd rather have my followers understand why they're getting into a stock, why we need to wait for confirmation. And there's a reason. As you can see what happens when stocks don't confirm, right? Sometimes the unexpected happens. Right? That's why confirmation is key. You're welcome, Robert. Confirmation is key. Ask away questions, people. PowerTarget Trade is going to be going soon here. They'll be doing a live stream. And you know what? can you post when to sell to? I can, but you know what? I think I'm gonna put, like I said, you should listen to this video and use a little bit of thinking about when you got to manage your money a little bit, right? You can always take profits on half your position and hold run, especially when you're doing good. You shouldn't let a winner turn into a loser, okay? And I think anybody, any top pro would tell you that. So, though I can do a lot, there's a lot of tricks that I can do. This isn't a full-scale service here. What I am doing, Paul, is I'm showing people that if you do take the right plans, they're going to make you money. Like Apple. Apple, Paul, made you tons of money. Easy. No worry. You don't need to worry about stops. When the stocks are strong and fly properly, you don't have to worry. When they're complicated most of the time, just take a small loss. I mean, take a break even, move on. For now, anyways. When Power Trigger Trade, when I do something different, you want to make the investment, because the amount of money I can help make people will be night and day than what I'm doing on my stream. As good as my stream is, there's so much things people, you know, so many techniques, that proprietary techniques that are powerful. I'm demonstrating one thing: we can make money on small amount of plans. I could pick up stuff on the fly sometimes that I'm not posting, making money. Power Trigger Trade, I'm very adaptable. You understand what adaptability is? Very fun. Short, long, I can do it. I haven't even demonstrated my short plans. I just did a Netflix quickly right now, and I made money right out of the gate. Market was up, right? No, are you planning to make your service paid for? Yeah, of course. What I'm doing isn't going to be for free. This is going to all disappear eventually. This will not be around. Too much time consuming, right? But my plan is for everyone to make money first. So make money and then move it to the next step with the people who've made money, and then a whole new thing, right? Never that's been done before, right? So I'm kind of teaching a style. If you cannot take simple confirmation, volume, price pattern instructions, there's always some sort of thinking involved. You don't want to be a dodo just focuses on alert. Oh yeah, Gabe. A lot of people are gonna make. You know, there's gonna be more money if I do a service. You're gonna make way more money than me doing it the way I'm doing it right now. This free thing doesn't do me my. It's a matter of people knowing the power to prove. I'm proving my power. That's what it is. People want every answer answered, but you know what I'm doing is better than what most paid services are what are doing. You know. And I'm helping, even in the live streams, giving people great information. When are you planning to create that service? I don't know, Jacqueline. I'm working on that right now. I don't know, but it'll be very affordable, and you know, and the thing is, I don't think anyone explains things like me. I'm telling you right now, you can go to paid services. They do not explain the plan. Nothing is like what I'm doing. I know this already. I've been out there. I see what's out there, and nothing is out there like what I do, people. Nothing. Nothing is like Power Trigger Trade. I'll be up soon. I'll be up soon. 10 minutes. And just as I want to leave, people want to keep coming and asking me questions. JPM, no, I'm JPM. I got out of JPM. Well, you think about it, as I hear, it pulled back too much, right? But I made good profits on it. I got stopped out of my runners, and that's it. Yeah, but X, you should have got out of X. I know, Gabe. You know, you should go. You know, after this live stream is over, you should listen to what I say in the live stream. I actually talk about the stop thing. You know what? In this live stream, people, contains powerful advice inside this live stream. This live stream, you should listen to it. Every word that I say, you should listen to it. And slowly, it's going to make sense in your head. And you think about it. Dream about it. And I guarantee you, you're going to say, wow, I understand what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Wife's calling me to eat, people. See? To manja. Making me the dinner. Come and eat. Hold on a second. 10 minutes. The food won't go cold. See, I gotta go. Dinner was a little bit early for me today, Manaya. Hey, the wife, nice wife, you know, making me a nice dinner. Uh, you know, which is good. You know, not all, you know, not all women, you know, do that for you. No, eat protein bar. No, no, you gotta eat a healthy diet. I eat, I intermittent fast. I do a lot of good things, Patrick. You know, I don't look the way I look for no reason. It's a lot of dedication, you know, growing a beard and keeping it trim and nice. It takes a lot of dedication and work. You have to be very dedicated person, and that's what trading is all about, people. Let me tell you another thing. You know, you think it is easy to make all these plans and be dedicated like this, and you think it's easy? Okay, you go try it and see how far you can go. It takes a lot of work and dedication, and having a beard and working out, it's a dedication, a lifestyle. So I show it, you know. I clown around, you know, not clown around. I make, you know, I kind of try to be jokey around, you know, but in the end, it's just to demonstrate that life's not about just making money. You got to be healthy. I give good advice from start to end, you know. You know, you know, what good is it that if I make money and I don't have my health? You know, I consider myself a leader, people, leading the people in the right direction, from everything, from eating to making money in the markets, to working out, giving them the right direction and advice. And to be a leader, you have to be the person to you know, be a good example. You know, and then my advice is good too. It's not like my advice it's not good, and I know it's good. You know, and I think that if the banks even understood who I would, they would say, you know what, this guy here, let's give him $100 million, let him run the show. He's going to make us billionaires. Now, someone like the stock clown, he'd run him up a nice big debt, you know. Because they don't want to go with 25 shares. They want to go with 200, 300,000. You know, they want someone correct. You know what I'm saying? And you can see I'm massively correct. You know, I got the right direction. You know, I said Microsoft was long with the options. It was tricky and it flipped-de-flop. But if you look at Microsoft, people, you know, I recommend Microsoft. Now the stock clown recommend Microsoft, MSFT. Now what's PowerTarget Trade correct about Microsoft? I think so. You know, I was talking about Microsoft down here as it being a long and all that stuff. Now, it wasn't smooth, but was I right in the big picture? In a high-flying market, which he thinks should be falling by now. You see what I'm saying, people? Big picture. The banks want someone who have vision. Visionary. See the lines? Visionary. People who see big numbers. You know, he's telling people to get rid of. He would tell the banks, guys, short Apple 140, and the banks would say, "What are you doing, you clown? You're making us lose a fortune in gains." I love it, people. I can burn that guy left, right, and center over and over and over again. He's a stock clown, man. The banks want PowerTarget Trade. They don't want no stock clown, man. They want a PowerTarget Trade, a guy who's direction, who has the big picture in mind. Capiche, people? You know, he's telling people to short, making fun of people of Tesla when Tesla was $280, and then it ran from 280 to 380. Stock clown. You know, meanwhile, I made tons of option plans making great gains in Tesla. You know, I could even went short the damn thing too. Didn't bother with that. PowerTarget Trade, but I could have. I'm just saying, could have. There was something right at it, honestly. But you know what? I didn't post it, so nothing to talk about. But I know I could do it. Let me put it to you that way. PowerTarget Trade can do it all. But PowerTarget Trade focuses on. I'm doing a lot of things right now. You know, teaching. You know, making these plans for people to make money. There's a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to do all this stuff, people. I'm very busy, but I know I can. I know my system can do it all. We short, we long, we make money, and you know, all I had to do is all I've been posting is the few plans I've been posting, and we're making money. This whole month was a huge winning month, within a small selection of picks, people. A small selection of plans. That's right, people. Yeah, I never held Microsoft Zahara, but my point, Zahara, about Microsoft was my direction was correct. The stock clown could not make these. He would be wrong. He would say, you know, he's laughing when things didn't work out. But meanwhile, PowerTarget Trade was massively right. And if we compare stock clown to PowerTarget Trade, he's wrong. Win, wrong. massively wrong. Wrong Apple, massively wrong. Wrong Microsoft, massively wrong. Wrong BA, massively wrong. Not a little bit wrong. Wrong on the what? Wrong the SPY. Wrong the IWN. Not a little bit wrong. Massive. Listen to me, people. Massively wrong. No word of a lie. What I'm saying. So, people, anyone listening to this stream, this is the truth, people. A lot of bad advice posted on Stock Twits. Lots of bad advice on there. Tons of bad posters on there. You know, there's a small selection of few people that actually post good information, but very few, if hardly any, are in my caliber range. Very few, or if any, can do these. Again, be so right within a small amount. There's people posting good stuff. I'll give you an example. There's a service called the Stock Consultant. Okay, basically, all they do is post 100, 200 plans. Right? This is confirming, but they're not getting into it because you can't get into 200 stocks at once. Would you agree, people? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Those are fake services. Fake. In other words, they don't even get into their own plans, and I know this, so I'm telling you that. I'm telling some people, think about it carefully. Can these people get into all these plans themselves? Ask yourself that question. And the answer is no. So that's the difference between power trick or trade. You know, the thing about my videos, it depends. I mean, I make a lot of videos, right? You know, maybe 30 videos, we'll say. But stocks have to confirm, see, Jacqueline. So the question is do they confirm? And when they do not confirm, we don't even bother putting money into something. It's not like I put up a plan and say, people, buy Apple now. Buy BA now. We need to wait for confirmation. When it confirms, we're entered. So if I post 5 videos and they don't confirm, let's just say, right? Sometimes actually I'm posting multiple videos of updates for the same stock. So for example, I'll give you an example. It's a good question. So for example, Apple, I made a plan for Apple here and it didn't confirm. And then I made another one here. Was it here? Yeah, I think it was here, and then I made one here. So 2 plans for Apple. And actually then I talked about it in a live stream. It's going to chop, and that's what it did. And it could go lower, but we have to break a certain number. We didn't do that. And I said, if we get above this pivotal zone, listen to what I said. Honest to God, people, this is what I said, word for word. If Apple gets above 157.08, all bets are off that we're going to go test 153. Guarantee you, if you go look for some sort of information or video posted on that date, you'll hear me say that specific exact words. This is very powerful and visionary thinking, people. Powerful and visionary. The kinds of banks, here's 100 million. Go ahead, man. Do something with it. Make us some money. Power trick or trade, Sandro. If they were smart enough. But that's who you want. You want a guy. I did not say, I said, this is a pivotal zone. Pivotal. Listen carefully, people. Pivotal. I said that right here. Pivotal zone. Was I right? We went above here. Did we go below this day? Listen, people, did we go below this? People were posting Apple's going to go to 1. They were guessing. You know how many people were guessing and hemming and hawing and shooing? No plans, no skills. They suck. They rink. They have no plans. They're donkeys. Power trick or trade, I said it right from this day. And word for word, like a billionaire. Billionaire mind. Billionaire mind. Billionaire minds think big, have vision. They're not scalper minds like the scalper, stock clown. Billionaire minds think big picture, big, not small. Scalper, small. Big picture, big thinking. You follow what I'm saying, people? Of course, most are talking out of it. They have no idea. Did I ever say anything? I said to people, listen, Apple, it could go lower, but we need confirmation. Do you ever see me just say something's going to happen? Never. That's the difference between power trick or trade and almost everybody out there. Because I talk about one of my biggest secrets is that confirmation. And I believe in confirmation like you won't believe. Because it saves me all the time. You have no idea how much confirmation has saved me. Confirmation is key. That word didn't come out of thin air, people. It came out of tons of experience of suffering and pain. Okay? That's the difference. This is why I'm the real deal. I'm not posting garbage like most people on the stock twits. Comprende, people. What a great live stream this was, you know. Great information, great statistical facts spoken on this stream. I haven't heard live streams this detailed and good. I check out other things. I go, what garbage I see all the time. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Just sucks. No comparison. No comparison in power trick or trade. So, you know, when we do these live streams, it'll be talking about the winning plans, why something didn't work, you know, what you could have done. And what happens is you can learn. So the live streams are going to be serving as a tool to help. And then you can ask Power Trick or Trade a question, you know. So live streams are definitely going to be done. I've learned that much from you, and it helped me. Thank you, Gabe. Yeah. You make money, Gabe. Yeah. Because that's the truth, right? No, I'm pretty sure, Gabe, if you want to follow the stock clown, I'm sure you'd lose a lot of money. You'd be waiting. Your account would be completely dry, waiting for something to fly in. You couldn't do it with options, by the way. You get destroyed with options. Trying to follow that guy's advice with options, oh my God, you get killed. You don't have a prayer. You don't have a prayer. But you're smart enough, Gabe, to follow the Power Trick or Trade, study the Power Trick or Trade, make money. And like I said, people, anybody who listened to my plans, it was posted, documented, all on my stream in a video. It shows everything from start to end. Ask yourself a question. Would you have not made money following Power Trick or Trade on this Apple plan? Did Stock Clown make a plan like this? No. Could Stock Clown make a plan like this? No. Confirm this day? Whew. 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 Poor Stock Clown. You know, I tell you another thing, people. If that Stock Clown would listen to me, the guy would make a ton of money. Just think about this. Before I go, people, I'm gonna give you something to think about. If the Stock Clown had went long Apple instead of making fun of people, and lo and behold, the guy made fun of people over here. I say it's chopping people, you know, and then we made some plans. The thing with the matter is, if he would have went long from 140, wouldn't he be making more money than being short today? You know, from now it's at 169. And then let's talk about Win and BA before I go here. So think about this, people. This is great education. Would the Stock Clown make more money going long Win from the 106 instead of fighting Power Trick or Trade? Would he have made more money going long? Imagine the guy took my advice and went long instead of short, like a clown that he is. Tell me, people, would he not made more money going long? The answer is very obvious, right, people? Same thing with BA. You know, I made multiple long. Imagine he told people no word of a lie on the stream. Someone asked him, he says, short. And he said, listen, he said, be prepared to add. And this is no lie. This is not jokes. This is serious what I'm saying. He said, be prepared to add. I laughed when I read this. And it's up and up and up. So he's already wrong 15 points and still wrong to this day from that back in September. I'm sorry to say, people, but the skill, it's very bad. Me, if that had happened, I would get out of this and take my losses and run for my life. I say, let's say I was short this over here, and it goes against me. I would get out of it, take my losses, and run for my life. And say, that's it. Let's go to the next plan. That's wrong. I'm wrong. I'm not going to be like a Stock Clown and just keep fighting the trend. You know, this isn't the stock. When it's ready to be a good short, it'll present itself. But this thing here, in my opinion, whew, go over here, and when it goes over here, I'll be laughing at the Stock Clown over here. The Stock Clown's going to be getting reamed. He's going to be reamed. He messed with the wrong guy, Stock Clown. You follow what I'm saying, people? He messed with the wrong guy, the Stock Clown. Come on, Stock Clown. Come on. Let's make some plans. Be prepared to be destroyed, Stock Clown. I'm not talking about plans people can get into, not just any plans. Entry, gotta stay calm from everything. Post it for everybody to see. You got no clients. So stop making excuses, Stock Clown. Power Trick or Trade is ready to destroy your ass. You have no chance against Power Trick or Trade, Stock Clown. No chance. I proved it many times. You had no plan for Apple. You're short Apple, Stock Clown. No way would you go long, Stock Clown, Apple. No way. You just one-sided the market. Short. Wait for it. You don't want to be like that, people. Listen to me. Power Trick or Trade never fights. My trades don't work out. I move on. Take small losses. Move on. Gonna gonna go to many winning plans. That's how you do it, people. That's the secret, right? Don't fight the market. Thanks, Gabe. I have not seen one call stop. Yeah, there is nobody, Gabe, that is producing as many wins in a small selection of picks. And I'm explaining this to people. Really, there really isn't anybody. Nobody. Show me one. Post me one person. I'm gonna check it out. Post me one person that has high win rates within a small selection of picks. We're talking about 5 or 6, because that's all it is. Sometimes when I make a plan, some plans have updates, and updates means that because they never confirmed, so I had to make an update, and maybe we're going to get a better option price, or we have to pay higher. Something has changed, or maybe we're doing something else. The point is that it has to confirm. So sometimes my plans are on about the same stocks, but I have to make multiple plans because we never confirm. But then when we confirm, like we did with Apple, avavoom, azazoom, we make money, and that's what the stock clown doesn't capisce. He doesn't capisce, people. This he doesn't understand that confirmation is key. He doesn't capisce these things, people. He doesn't have the skills to capisce. Confirmation is key. Confirmation is key. Man, I have fun doing these live streams. But you know what, people? It is what it is. You know, when you see me doing a live stream, people, be prepared to come to it. You know, find a way, take a break off from whatever you're doing, rush to the live stream. Yeah, of course I have timestamps. So that's what I like about. But I've done it. You know what? I've done it too many times now, Gabe. So, Power Trick or Trade, I've done it too many times. It's not like my advice can't make money for a person. If they take it, they would have made money. But the stock clown doesn't want to get that. He has to make excuses left, right, and center. The guy's a clown. That's it. He makes excuses. Post the plans on stock clown. Come on, you can't do it. Believe me, he has no skill. It's not his nature. The guy's one-sided. One-sided. That's it. Short. That's it. Doesn't matter. It goes higher. Doesn't matter, right? Wait for it. It's a high flyer. It's going to come in. They always do. This is an analogy. They don't always do, stock clown. They don't always do. It's the shit ones they do. Yeah, you're right about that. I guarantee you. He's only good at the really crappy stocks, by the way. But when it comes to the stocks that really count, like BA, the SPY, you know, like the major markets, Apple, you know, the stocks that count, the Amazons, the Google, the guy catches the crumbs. He doesn't catch the big moves. He catches the crumbs. This is reality. You cannot, if you're wrong 20, 30, 40, 50 points, you can't be good with options. Because the options you got to be very, very right. You see what I'm saying, Robert? With win, exactly win. You know. WYNN, yeah. Still wrong to this day. You know what he says to me? We're in shares. So what, man? You're still losing. You damn donkey. You damn stock clown. You're still losing and win. You've still been wrong for 5 months, 6 months. Try doing that with 1,000 shares with your damn stupidity. You damn donkey. You know, people, everything I'm telling you on this damn stream is correct. It's true. I'm too damn right. Power Trick or Trade, people. Power Trick or Trade. Too damn confident. And believe me, people, I worked and I suffered and I bled to be like this. To be able to make these plans. I worked and I suffered and I bled. Okay? Don't think I haven't put the time and I haven't worked. I've worked my ass off to create this Power Trick or Trade system. That's only improving and improving and improving. I mean, I'm always looking to work and I'm always looking to get better and better and better. But it blows my mind how correct I am. Telling the banks, fuck up me. $100 million here. $100 million salary. Here's $100 million of work. Make us $1 billion. Power Trick or Trade Central. Oh, we know you can do it. No problem. But those people rather have a stock clown who loses money and be wrong like him. Just joking, but yeah, they're not too bright either, the banks. Trust me, I've seen the banks have billion-dollar losses from traders. Big, huge losses. They don't say it, eh? But they've had big losses. Yeah, stock clown is right. 1 out of not even. Yeah, eventually, you know, Gabe, you can do the same thing like a stock clown. What you do is you find something that's stretched and just say short, and then have a 20, 30 point stop. You'll be just like him. You want to be like you can compete against him. Even call yourself, let's see, stock bookie master. Okay, there you go, stock bookie master. And then just post plans like him. Look for things that are stretched, and just put a short. And you know, eventually it's going to come in. You could be wrong 20, 30 points. You don't have to worry, Gabe. I don't think you want to waste your time. But if you want to, There's an idea out there, and if somebody wants to, give a nice little zing to that guy, it's very simple. Just look for the monthly, weekly time frames to be massively stretched, and just take a pick something, and it'll fall. Except you don't want to do that with Apple, right? Apple, not everything. Yeah, I know you don't want to waste your time, but that's his style. You just look for something that's stretched, and you short it, and then you have a 20-30 point stop. Because look, Win was stretched at one point. Before I go here, let's laugh here, but let's talk about reality here. This is why he shorted, okay? To show you that it's not as simple as that. But this is where this is where his skills are low. Now, first of all, this was more stretched over here. He figures it's stretched, it's going to fall down. Okay, but this probably was bearish, and there was reasons to sell this thing over here, right? But he was shorting right over here. How is that stretched? Sorry, how is that stretched on the thing? Again, this thing could keep going before it's stretched, anyways, right? So the guy's skills are weak. There's a monthly time frame, right? Go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, right? So he's probably thinking. Let's see, what was he thinking? That retard. I mean, look at. Oh, well, he's probably thinking over here. You know what? I don't think it's going to get above the 200. I mean, but it wasn't a stretched stock, anyways. I mean, even on the weekly, it was stretched over here. We'll say. Now, he would never held this short, anyways. Because I know from his AOI trade, he never held it. He hardly held part of it short. He was afraid it would flip on him. That guy's a scalper. He's got no real skills. He's a scalper. But he tries to give advice of a person that's skilled. Fortunately, he can't do that. I explained that to him already. You don't have skills, stock clown. Sorry, my friend. Anyways, people, it's been fun. This live stream people can enjoy, have a great laugh. I think this is when I make these things, it comes naturally out of me. I think that's what's funny about it. It's not scripted. It just comes flowing out of me, the truth, the facts, and that's what makes these live streams really fun to watch. You can listen to my live stream and probably as a podcast, just listen to it and just laugh. You'll have a scream. You'll be laughing, especially when you're thinking of that stock clown. You're just gonna love it, people, and you're gonna get educated and make money. And you know what? I gotta go to catch the next live stream. I gotta ask that stock pro a lesson, PowerTarget trade. I gotta ask him a question. Maybe you're gonna tell me, hey, I made some great money. Thanks, thanks, Sandro. Thanks for making me 5K or whatever it is, 2K or 1K or 500, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You made money. That's all that matters, people. PowerTarget trade, people. PowerTarget trade. Don't forget, people, listen to me carefully. Don't forget to like the stream. Like the stream. Like it. Boom. If you're new, people, Manaya, subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Open up a YouTube account. It's very easy. Open it up. You can participate with the power. Take advantage while PowerTarget Trade is doing this powerful stuff, people. This is powerful stuff. It's gold. I tell it how it is. I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I tell the truth. I tell it how it is. You don't see me fight anything. I don't fight nothing. What's there to fight, people? We're right. We're right. We're wrong. We're wrong. We move on. But we want to be more right than we're wrong. And that is what I'm about. I don't want to be like a stock clown and be wrong, and just say, wait for it. We're in shares, not options. Never want to admit it. Just, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. I'm really a stupid guy. At least admit, hey, you know what? I'm wrong. Sorry about that. And not try to fight with people like he does. That's why he's always fighting with people. Because he's a clown. He doesn't realize that what he's saying, he makes fun of people. Meanwhile, he's the joke of the town. He's the joke. Hope you enjoy this live stream, people. I gotta go eat. I gotta go manja. All right, people. Hope you enjoy this live stream. You know what? You got the live stream. The live stream isn't going away. You can listen to it, like it, enjoy it. And don't forget, when I make another one, don't forget that. Yep, good night. Don't forget, people, to ask me the questions, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? Ask me the questions. You gotta, don't be shy. Don't be shy. More and more people, want to see more and more people get involved. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. PowerTarget Trade tells it how it is. Thank you, Jacqueline. PowerTarget Trade tells how it is, people. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, if you study what I'm saying, the truth will be revealed. Power, trick, or trade, people. Power, trick, or trade. All right, people. Have a good night. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to like the stream. Like the stream, people. Yes, Power, trick, or trade loves the liking the streams. All right, people. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like the stream. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and study, people, the created playlist. Listen to what I'm telling you. Take the time to study. Listen to my videos word for word. You know, I'll tell you quick, before I go, I'll tell you, I had a follower of mine shows me, she writes down every word that I say. No word of a lie. She showed me. She sent me a thing. She writes down every word that I say. This is how I study. She writes down every word that I say. She writes it down. No word of a lie. Honest to God, people. I seen this. Someone, she sent me how she studies. She writes down, and that's someone who wants to succeed. Listen again, people. She writes down word for word, everything, number, entry, everything, if, volume, every word. Never mind, just listen to me. She takes the time to write it down. I want you to think about that carefully, this message, before I leave. Think about that very carefully, of the dedication. If you want to succeed, you got to do what it takes. And what I'm asking people to do, it's easy. It's so easy. You just have to listen and study a little bit, and vavoom, you become money maker. Because every plan has that one goal in mind, to make the big picture, make the dollar bills, people. All right, people. Yes, I enjoy doing these these live streams. And you know what? The nice thing about these live streams, people can listen to them. Yes, Tesla Go. Yes. Listen, people. Tesla's just another trade. You know, I'm going to be making lots of great detailed winning plans, people. It's all about, you know, making great plans. It's very easy to catch my plans, and many people can participate in it. This is the truth. Don't forget, people, study this live streams too. You know what? These live streams are gold too. A lot of great stories in here, funny things that I say, you know, about the stock clown. Oh, I think just alone, me talking about the stock clown, hearing me talk about the stock clown, you're gonna have a laugh when you hear me, you know, ripping that. You're just gonna just laugh. I laugh, man. I listen to the stream, I laugh myself. It's funny. I think it's fun. It's funny, people. I know there's people tell me, man, I enjoy the live stream. People love the live stream, who capisce, who understand, you know. And then on top of this, live streams are going to get even better. There's going to be more information. Anyways, people, I got to go. I'll never stop. The thing about me, I'll keep going rambling along. I got to go. All right, people. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And study, people. Like the live stream and study, people.